All right, good morning. And we are live with Brian Hickey from KCRA. And before we get started about what you guys are doing to help with the relief efforts, what is the latest on the fires? I know we're all watching so much news and there's kind of information overload right now. What is the latest that you're hearing in the newsroom?
Yeah, obviously the fires, right around 300,000 acres, just the LNU, which is the lightning complex that happened here in the Napa area. And we're in Napa this morning right now. We're out here with the American Red Cross. And because of that, because of these fires, literally thousands of people have been displaced, either evacuated and or they've lost everything in these fires. I can tell you I've been out on the fire lines every day with the exception of today. And it's just heartbreaking. You see all these homes that have fires that are so hot and so fast, they've literally burned these homes to the ground. There's nothing above the foundation. Everything is collapsed down to the foundation. And in some cases, we're talking maybe, very large homes and they're barely above the cement. There's nothing left. That's how hot the fires were. Just incinerated everything. And
No, go ahead.
go ahead.
I'm
And
sorry.
so we have these, you have all these people, again, that are currently under evacuations. And on top of that, they're evacuated during a pandemic. And so that creates a whole other layer of challenges, which is why we've teamed up with the American Red Cross today. But as far as the fires go, they are getting some containment. I think the latest number I heard was 27%. It's still very smoky. I don't know if you can see behind me. We're here in Napa. It's probably those are clouds and some smoke up there.
Yeah,
But
that's bad.
yeah, it's but still pretty nasty here as well, just like everywhere, as the fires do continue to burn.
Do we have any word on which directions the fires are heading?
That I don't have. Normally, I could tell you all about that, but today I've been all about donation and American Red Cross. So I don't have the latest on the wind and where the most active parts of the fire are. But the good news over the last couple of days, we haven't seen, the big walls of fire like we saw in the first couple of days. Things have definitely calmed down a little bit. That's given firefighters a chance to go a little bit more direct and get some of that containment line built. But still a long way to go, especially with a fire this big.
So I know that firefighters have been arriving from other states and I believe from Canada. I know that Governor Newsom put out word to Australia even to have firefighters who have been battling their own wildfires recently to come help. That help is arriving, correct?
Yes, and thank goodness, because the firefighters that we're seeing are pretty tired. They've been working their tails off out there on the fire lines. And so it's good to have that extra support come in and backfill some of those firefighters so they can finally get the rest they need, something more than just a couple hours here or there, if even that. So that'll certainly, and then obviously just getting more boots on the ground to get out there and help build those containment lines, because until you get those containment lines, you can't let people back into their neighborhoods because there's still that threat of fire spreading. So they've got to get those containment lines built first, and that's where that extra resource comes in.
Well, I know that the firefighters, the emergency workers, the frontline workers, they're all in our thoughts right now. And I'm so glad that help is coming. And you're helping, the American Red Cross is helping. And I'd like to find out more because I know that you guys have been so hard at work raising money to help the American Red Cross, who has quite the challenge in our community right now.
They
Tell me
do,
more
because
about your
all those
effort.
people that have been displaced by the fires are they're in places like this right here behind me. This is the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott Hotel. It's not your typical evacuation center,
No.
but that's where people are evacuated right now, again, because of the pandemic. So Steve Walsh here.
Okay. I can't hear you at the moment, Brian.
Sorry.
There we go. Now we can hear you. Yeah. Thank you.
Truthfully, I set an alarm so I wouldn't forget to do this, and the alarm went off.
And I so appreciate you doing that.
It's live TV for you, right? Hey,
Yeah.
live Facebook. So Steve Walsh with the American Red Cross. So Steve, tell us, how many people are you guys helping right now?
So over 1,000 easily, and we can't help them unless we get help from the public financially. So that's why we're working with KCRA today for this telethon. We're, making sure that people's immediate needs are met, answering all their questions, and giving them something to eat, something to drink, and a safe place to be.
And in this case, it happens to be a hotel where people are being sheltered right now.
Yeah, not our norm, but we're doing that because of COVID-19. We want to make sure people are socially distanced. So we're filling up rooms as often as we can. And if we run out of hotel rooms, we are going to open up, some of the traditional shelters. But for now, these hotels that have opened up their doors for us are saving the day.
And Salvation Army just showed up a moment ago. They just brought food for everybody.
Yeah, so we do it in a very systematic way, 3 meals a day, make sure that, people come down one at a time to get their meals, go back to their rooms. But yeah, thanks to partners like the Salvation Army, we're getting things done.
Okay, Cheryl,
I
do you
have
have
a
any more questions for Steve?
Yeah, I do have a question for Steve. So I know in disasters past, a lot of people will donate things like water and things that people need to the Red Cross, but because of the pandemic, you can't accept those type of donations. Am I reading that correctly?
100%. Yeah, again, all in the interest of keeping people healthy and safe. So we cannot accept any physical donations of water, clothing, anything. So again, financial donations is the way to go. So go to our website, go to KCRA today, make that donation so we can keep doing what we're doing.
And Brian, tell us more about the efforts of KCRA and the telethon that you guys are doing to raise funds and how people can help, like even right now.
Yeah, normally we'd have the big call center set up at KCRA. We'd have people answering phones, operators standing by, but we don't have that right now because, again, the pandemic. So go to our website, KCRA.com, or on the KCRA 3 app. And right there, right in the front page story, there is a link right to the donation page where people can make a contribution, small or large. We've had a lot of corporate donors making very big donations, and then $5 here and there, but it all adds up. And Steve, where are we at right now?
We just hit 190,000, so we're inching
Wow.
towards 200 already, and it's only
Fantastic. Yes.
We're
Yes.
optimistic for the rest of the day for sure.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much that have already contributed, and thank you Mix 96 for helping us out, get the word out, as it's a community effort.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to update us and let us know what's going on and ways that we can help. Please keep us updated. All right.
Will do. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.